everyone, so I have another unboxing video for you today. You'll notice that this is not the box that my Mother Goose time normally comes in, and that's just because I was just cleaning up and I decided to switch things over to the box that I normally keep it in, and I figured I'd show it to you. It's not, I guess, like a true unboxing, but it is in the fact that like I haven't actually seen anything that's in the box. I just literally switched it from one to the other. So this is a box that I got from IKEA, and I wanted to show you the side. So I keep my curriculum in here, and so the current month I always keep in here, and I really love this. I normally get them in white, but this one I got in this really pretty print, just because it was like a brand new print that I really liked. And what I love about these is that they're super sturdy and strong, and they have nice lids to go with them. So anyways, enough about the box, and let's see what's inside. I did want to show you, hi baby. I wanted to show you this 2018-2019 thematic studies. I did see this when I was transferring them over, and I thought it was nice. It's a thank you card that they send, but I don't think I noticed last time that it had all of these different themes for the month. So for instance, last month we did friends and feelings, and we went over kindness, circles, and then the letters FHT and the numbers 1 and 2. So now for this month, we're in October, we're going over orchard harvest. The character traits are being patient, which I think is really important for most kids, for everyone really. The shape that we're going over is a square, and it's going to be red. The letters are going to be I, L, and E, and the numbers are going to be 3 and 4. So I really like that Mother Goose Time breaks it down to where you're learning only like 3 letters and 2 numbers per month, because then that way you just repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, and your kids really get it. And I can attest to the fact that this works because my 2-year-old, who just, is around the curriculum, and he kind of implements it as much as he can with the 2-year-old, actually can identify the letters F, H, and T just by sight. So it's a really good system. I really recommend it because I bought it for my 3.5-year-old, and my 2-year-old is like picking everything up. They also do mention here that if you buy like several months in advance, you do get discounts. I haven't done that because I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep doing this, but I might in the future. Who knows? So if you've seen my previous video, you'll know that I subscribe also to the Little Goose teacher guide. And what this is for the younger children. So like I just mentioned, I have a 2-year-old. So this curriculum, or this teacher guide, goes hand in hand with the lessons that I'm doing with my oldest son. So with the main lesson. So for instance, lesson 1 is seeds. I know that lesson 1, week 1, is going to be seeds for my oldest son. And so these are the different activities that he is doing, but they're various adaptations for a child that's younger. And then they always have this thing called tray play, which I think is really great. And so it's different activities of little hands-on tactile experiences that you can provide for your children on trays. So yeah, that is the Little Goose teacher guide. And so next we have the main guide. So this is the main lesson plan for the entire month. And what we do is, first we open up the main teacher tool bag. So this is what you're going to be using for the month for yourself as the teacher. So let's go through and see what we have this month. So every month you get a CD. This month is Dancing in the Orchard, folk-inspired children's music. So cute. I'm a little acorn. My son loves that song. Okay, so what's great about this is that they also have this version, or this CD, online. So for instance, like we do not have a CD player. We don't have like a boom box or anything that I can play a CD on. So this is accessible, the entire album is accessible online if you are a subscriber, so you automatically become a member onto their website. So we can just play it online, which is great because we use this every single day for our lessons. And then we also have some popsicle sticks, which will always come in handy. These usually we use them for pointers. So there are letter cards within the lessons where you have little tiny little letter cutouts. And so whatever letters you're going over, this is what it is. I apologize for my son kind of getting my attention right now. What? What do you want? What do you want? Okay, here. There. So, for instance, there's 6 of these, so that means it's going to be 3 letters, uppercase and lowercase of each, and you use them as pointers throughout the lessons for various different activities. So what's nice is that now in this unboxing, I can actually, from experience, tell you how to use certain things, whereas the first unboxing was completely like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So, Orchard Harvest, that is what this month is about. Okay, so in the back of this are all of the supplied tools that they have and what lesson they go with. So this is kind of nice to keep handy. I keep this in my teacher binder just so I can reference it quickly. I have a separate teacher binder specifically for kind of that sort of stuff. Summary of skill assessment. So these are all the various skills that we're going to be going over the month. And so the way it's broken down with this, I will show you. Let's see, I wonder if they have one here before I continue. Here it is. Okay, so I looked it up, and the name of this is called the Developmental Continuum of Skills. And so these are, I talked about this in my first video, but I'll mention it again in case this is the first time you're watching this. So this is social and emotional development. So these are all various categories within that whole kind of giant section, and these are the lessons that cover various points within that category. And so it goes on through various things like mathematics and reasoning, language and literacy, etc. So this is really great because at the end of the month they also provide something to help you kind of assess and see where your child is in which benchmarks to see kind of how they're progressing. So I think that's really, really helpful to have this. And so then this month, what are we going over? Let me bring this out. So this month we're going over letters I, L, and E. Okay, so here is the E, uppercase, lowercase. And so this is what I was talking about. These little tiny ones are the pointers. So we will cut out the small lowercase e and cut out the uppercase E, stick them on the popsicle sticks, and use them as pointers. And then these larger ones are actually, I have pieces which I'll show you that are meant to be kind of used to trace the letters. So here's E, here's I, and here's L. Okay, and then we have the word cards that go with it for each letter. And then this is the activity calendar. So essentially this is just breaking down all of the activities that you're doing for the entire month so you can kind of plan ahead. And then this is what I was talking about for the letters. These are various pieces that you cut out and you use them for the child to kind of form shapes or form the letters with these pieces. This is kind of the main web of all the things we're going over this month. So because it's Orchard Harvest, we're going to go through different things. So first is the tree life cycle: seeds, roots, trunks, branches, leaves. Then we have fruit trees: apples, cherries, lemons, oranges, plums. Then we have animals in the orchard: porcupines, birds, bugs, raccoons, squirrels. Then we have skins and shells: walnuts, chestnuts, avocados, bananas, peaches. So this is going to be awesome. I'm super excited about this. I really like to teach my children Okay, guys, relax. They're playing superheroes. Anyways, I really love to teach my children about healthy eating habits within more of a plant-based nutritional guideline. So I really love that this is all plant-based. So we're going to incorporate this with food. Absolutely. Okay, so then the rest, here we have a few more of those little cutouts for the letters. So what else so the rest that we have in the teacher guide are all of the lessons for the month, which are the categories that I just told you about. And so just so you can see what it is, this is broken down by week, so 4 weeks in a month, 4 different pamphlets. So this is the first week, tree life cycle. So first you have the theme web, which we just went over, and it breaks down exactly what we're going over this week. And then we go into the learning objectives and overview. So this is essentially breaking down every single activity and what area you're focusing on with each activity. So I like this because, for instance, you have tree trunk surprise. That is under creative arts. for lesson 3 on trunks. Then you have matching apples. This is math and reasoning for lesson 1, seeds. So you kind of just get to see quickly what you're going to be doing this week. This is the weekly planning calendar, so basically a lesson planning guideline. I don't use it very often, but mostly that's because I forget that I have it, so maybe this month I will try to utilize it more. If you guys have your own kind of weekly lesson planning templates that you really like, be sure to comment below and let me know, because I'd love to see kind of some ideas or suggestions of what can be done that might be better than what I'm already doing. Jack. Calm. So this is really great. I love this. This is STEAM stations. So these are essentially stations that you set up for the week, and they just stay there throughout the week for the children to explore on their own. So every week you have different STEAM stations that they set up, and they change out every week. So we don't necessarily always use every single one. We don't always set up each one, just mostly because sometimes we don't have the materials, or it's something that I maybe don't feel like my children are going to find that helpful or interesting. So I kind of just, use what I want, do what I want, and then kind of maybe use other ones as sort of inspiration to create a different kind of STEAM station. And then sometimes I don't even put them all out at once. I put like a couple on like Monday, and then on Wednesday I'll switch them out. So kind of change it up. And then after that, you go into the first lesson. So this is the very first day. So it's 2 pages per day. We have basically our introduction, which is our circle time, our welcoming kind of thing, and kind of what to think about for the day. Usually we'll have like a little community activity, meaning, between the children, but because I have basically just one student, I don't really always do this. But then we have Creative Corner, which is the art project. We have small group seed letters, which is literacy, and then here we have matching apples, which in this section it's what our math is. So it's literacy, math, art, and then here is the suggested book. So they do offer typically about 2 books per month, and then the rest you kind of just have to get yourself, like whether at the library or what have you. And so they do provide an entire book list, so you know for the month what you're going to be suggested. And then this is closing time to kind of just go over what you discussed. And then it has it for, every week, and then also, or every day of the week. And then these are adaptations that you can use for children who have certain kind of, I wouldn't say, they just have special needs. So for instance, this is for children who are nonverbal, for children who are with restricted fine motor skills, for children who have difficulty with transitions. So these are all really, really great ways of adapting all the lessons within here to children who have special needs that you want to focus on. So after you get those, you are then taken into the actual packages. So like I said, that is broken down by week. These are broken down by day. And so week 1, lesson 1, I'm just going to open this one package just to show you different kinds of things that come in here. So you always have at first the topic. So this topic is seeds. And then, because this is actually the first one of the month, this is our calendar. So I put this on my circle time board. And then I put October, and then it has all the days of the month that you kind of just put on, and we do them every day as we go, just because obviously I want my kids to be aware of that. So family newsletter is typically used for people who teach a class, and so this is kind of just something to give to the parents. I am the parent, so I don't need to do that. But for the calendar, you have these cutout days. These are super cute. These are apples and trees. These are absolutely adorable. So these are always different every month, obviously. So what I do is I pop them out, put some glue stick on the back, and then I have my child put it on. And so every day we kind of count the days, we talk about what day it is, and then throw this on. And then so days of the week, we already have that from our welcome kit. So this is from the game Matching Apples. That is one of the activities. I don't know what we're going to do with it, but haha. So here we go, matching apples. I mean, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Super cute. This is daily notes, which is again something that's ideally for people who are teaching a class. So they give this information to the parents. so I don't really use that. This, we're going to be practicing names. So what I do with my children is with Jack, I write his name down because he's the 2-year-old, and it's just for him to familiarize himself with the look of his name. And then for Julius, I write it in highlighter and I have him trace it because he's 3.5 and he's at that age where he can start tracing. And then there's an extra one, which I don't really ever use, but I could. And then they always give these kind of introduction cards for the art project. And so here is the inspiration photo for the art project. I'm not sure what the project is, but let's find out. It's Appleseed art. So, oh, here we go. So we have sunflower seeds, and these look like black beans, and a paper plate. So some type of art, maybe making an apple, or I don't know. But essentially, yeah, that is the first one. So I can quickly just show you what's in these without opening them. Little journal, just so you can kind of see sort of what things are provided. This is nice. This is like little eye stickers, some confetti, some feathers, these little like locking rings. This one has some beads, some sticks. Hold on, sweetheart. This one has a book. I can tell that it has a book in it. Johnny Appleseed, I'm assuming. This one has a giant crayon. Oh, actual popcorn. That'll be interesting. Then for lemons, just another plate, some paint mixing probably, a little puzzle, some toothpicks. I'm not sure what that's for. This feels like a puzzle. Or these are cut out pieces, little bag, maybe a scavenger hunt. These are little friends. So this is actually from the Forest Friends book. So that's some story. I have no idea what this is. Masks. I think this is coloring in masks. I'm not sure what that is. Some cups to go with this. Last time we had cups, it was like a finding game. So maybe it's something similar to that. What is this? Some glitter. Gonna make a pair. My husband is not gonna like that. He hates glitter, but I am not too adverse to it. This is a little ball. I'm not sure what we're using that for. Some popcorn seeds. Packing popcorn, I mean. Hi. Oh, that looks, yeah, good. Oh, whoa. Okay. And then, what this is nice is this is my portfolio. So this is the very, very last thing. And what that is a full assessment breakdown. So you can really go through lesson by lesson and see where your child is along that continuum chart of skills. And so you can, because they also have an app that goes along with the curriculum, it's a free app, you can there mark what benchmark your child is in for that month in that category, and it tracks it. So as the year progresses and certain skills are reevaluated and you have to mark where they are in those levels, you can see the progression of your child. So you can see, if they've regressed anywhere, if they've kind of stayed stagnant, if they've really, really progressed super quickly. It's a great app. It's called the Child Folio app, and it's not exclusive to Mother Goose Time, but it is something that works with it. So you can include the curriculum, and it has everything exactly as it would be in Mother Goose Time. So anyways, that is the unboxing for October Orchard Harvest. I hope you guys liked this. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and support my channel. Subscribe. I would love, love, love to have you guys be a part of my YouTube family. And if you want to see anything else regarding homeschooling or Mother Goose Time in particular, please be sure to leave the comments below and let me know, because I'm always open to suggestions. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye.